Today we go beyond the limits in F1 26 My Team Career Mode for part one of many. And yeah, a couple spins, red flags, and yeah, let's go. So as you saw there, it is a chaotic one as we open up the F1 26 My Team Career Mode and we click make a new one. We do custom season. We're going to do 16 races, and yeah, it's 16 races, and after I've finished, we got Australia, Japan, Miami, Canada, Monaco, Austria, Great Britain, Belgium, Hungary, Netherlands, Monza, Madrid, and skip a couple to Brazil, to Las Vegas, Qatar, and then to finish it off, Abu Dhabi. I think that's quite a good calendar. If for season 2, if you want to change any, if you want to pick the tracks for next season, then put in the comments what tracks you'd like to see. As yeah, here we go. That is our team's factory. As I put in my name and avatar. We get in, and initially I kind of messed up all of these, like the backgrounds and like all the colours. These I went with the basic. We are starting from scrap, no development, no money, no, like literally nothing. Team name, obviously we will be going as AI Motorsport because that is the channel's name. So we'll just go as AI Motorsport. As you can see, I kind of just went with all white and red, which didn't look very good. And as our sponsor, our main sponsor, we're gonna go for Forming, I think that says. And we're gonna go. Initially, I was gonna go with Mercedes, but then I thought a brand new team, they're not gonna go straight up to the top with a Mercedes one, and I thought Aston Martin's a little too low, and I thought Red Bull was a bit too high, so I thought Audi was the right match. These are our driver picks. In the end, I did pick Kush Miney and John Bennett. So yeah, pretty alright lineup. With the race gear, yeah, I kind of messed up. So this is what our finished result. This is after I finished, and this is when I sorted it all out. And yeah, I think it's quite a nice livery. I think the black and the gold goes quite nice with the silver middle, and yeah, it looks quite nice. When we get to more of the sponsor, like more, I can't remember what they call it now, but when we get more of the like sponsor, like I think they call it like something like friendship or something, I don't know, but like when we get more of that, we'll have more colour to the sponsors, and that is the like everything together. As we add in some activities to do, but I won't bore you with those for much longer, so we'll just change over in a couple of seconds now. And yeah, we go. The first upgrade that I am now going to do, as you can see there, we are third overall. No, third from the bottom overall, and I think the first upgrade would be quite good as a chassis upgrade, because normally with the My Team cars they are quite understeery, and like they're a bit like a boat. That's what I was trying to say, a bit like a boat initially. So yeah, and the chassis will help with that. That's the R&D chart, and yeah, we fast forward for the first time.
So, we're going to need to open talks with drivers for next season. They could be ours, or are currently driving for other teams. You should head to the driver comms page to see who you want.
As I accidentally click skip there on the thing, he was just telling me to start talks with other drivers, but I think it's too early to do that just yet. I think it's just too early start talking to other drivers for next season. We don't know where the car will be next season, so we don't want to start talks with like a really good driver, but then the car still be like the third from worst car. So I think it's too early to say, and I don't actually start talks with any drivers because I just think it's way too early. And yeah, going here we get a research delay, which is quite annoying, but yeah, it happens.
Great news! One of our research upgrades is complete. Once we finish researching an upgrade, we can start developing it for one or both of our cars. Head over to the development screen to get started.
But yeah, as you saw there, we are now in development of our first part. It will come just after Japan, no, just before Japan, I think it was. And yeah, as we're now getting through, about to go to the grid reveal. But first, we go into engineering as we got that little facility improvement thing, and as that opens up another slot, so we'll get the other upgrade in and try and get it in before Japan. But yeah, as we go to get another facility improvement, and I go with so we have another slot for the aero development, as yeah, we now go to the grid review. So yeah, that was the grid reveal, as we're now fast forwarding to more closer to the race. We get enough R&D to get another development. I was going to go with the front downforce, but then I thought, actually, I reckon a chassis upgrade might be a bit better. I was looking at which one made more of a effect, and this one made a little bit bigger effect. And yeah, just got that, then went to advance, and yeah.
Good news! The research for an upgrade is complete, and it's now ready for development. Make sure to head over to the development area when you have a moment.
And yeah, we get one of those, hopefully one of those will be on in time for Japan. But when we pick what tyre allowance we want, we go with softer, and then we pick John Bennett to do the race as. And yeah, we now go straight into qualifying.
And a warm welcome, everybody. We're here in the heart of Melbourne. It's Albert Park, and it's qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix.
Yes, we are now into qualifying for the first time ever in this brand new team. We go in to see that there is rain forecast for the race, and it's for the whole race as well, as we leave the pits for the first time in this car, and we immediately almost spin it. And yeah, I have set the car up for the race, so I'm not expecting to be anywhere near the front because of the setup, and mainly the biggest reason is because of the car. We are the third worst car on the grid, but we are a brand new team, and yeah, so going into the last corner now to start our first ever flying lap in this car. And going down start finish straight, we burn a little bit of battery to gain us a bit of time. We lift off quite a bit going into turn 1 and cut it quite a bit. Somehow it does not invalidate, and we go into the third corner now. We lift off quite a bit again, and then we get quite a nice exit, and we bottom out over that curb a little bit, which is not good, and that is not something you want to do. That did lose us a bit of time, and when we regained grip and stopped the bottoming out, we had a little wiggle, which is not good. And going down here, I don't burn that much battery to try save a bit towards the end of the lap, but that does actually hold us back quite a bit, and the lap time is going to be a little bit higher than what it should have been, because as you can see here, I've got so much battery, and I just don't burn it again to try save it for that run to line, because I don't know how much battery this car's going to burn just running to the line, because it's a brand new car. I don't know how much battery it's going to burn. Going into here though, I lock up, and then trying to get the power down, I get a bit of wheel spin and almost spin. That lost us lots and lots of time. Going to the line now, and we go over the line to set a 120.8, and that is not a very good lap. But yeah, that does put us down in last place out of everyone that has set a lap time, which is not what you want. But going for our second lap now, you can see we are in last place, which really is not good and is not what you want. But yeah, going around the final corner now to start our second and only lap that we're going to be able to get in for this session. We burn about the same amount of battery. We are slightly down. I don't take as much curb that time, and it kind of spits us out wide, and we have a little snap of oversteer mid apex, which loses us quite a bit of time. I burn a little bit more battery and lift off a little bit later to gain some of that time back, and this first sector is awful. We bottom out over that curb again, but we are 1.5 tenths down, and yeah, that is not good. We burn a lot more battery though this time down this straight, and we've gone from almost 2 tenths down to now equal. We're now a tenth up. We're now 2 tenths up. So we've gone from almost 2 tenths down to almost 3 tenths up, just by burning a bit more battery. We have a bad exit off of those two corners there, and we're only a tenth up now. But I go a little bit deep into there, but we're still slightly up. And going into this second to last corner, we don't mess it up this time. We are 6 tenths up. We have a big snap of oversteer trying to get the power on. We bottom out and we go into the wall. And yeah, out the final corner, I just got a bit too greedy and tried to put the boost on a little bit earlier than what you normally would. And we hit the curb, the rear bottomed out a little bit, and yeah, we just spun into the wall. That does put us in last place for the race, which is not good. I did expect to be a little bit further up than that. And yeah, somehow Kush Manny manages to get through into Q2, which is really, really good. And yeah, so we've got me in last place, and Gabriel Bortoletto in the Audi in 23rd. Then Fernando Alonso, Valtteri Bottas, Esteban Ocon, Oliver Behrman and Liam Lawson all out in Q1.
It's a new day, a new dawn, a new era for Formula One. This is the 2026 World Championship. New regulations, new cars, new fuels, new drivers. Ladies and gentlemen, let's ride. We're a stone's throw from the enormous Port Phillip Bay for today's race at the 3.28-mile Albert Park circuit. It's a bumpy racing surface here, and the 14 corners could prove especially difficult in the wet conditions. So watch out for a safety car at some point during this Grand Prix. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Leclerc, Hamilton, George Russell and Antonelli, Verstappen, Sainz, Albon and Isaac Hadjar, Gasly, Colapinto, Arvid Lindblad and Hulkenberg, Perez, Stroll, Kushmaini and Liam Lawson, Behrman, Ocon, Bottas, Alonso, Bortoletto and John Bennett rounds off the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. And alongside me for the first time this season here in the commentary box, Naomi Schiff. Hello, Gnomes. A new season, a new dawn, and now 24 cars and 12 teams on the grid.
First of all, this is such an exciting time. But for them today, I guess you would be really nervous. It's the first time you're going to be doing this. There is so much to learn. But at the end of the day, they've got to remember that expectations aren't that high. They've all been there before. They've all had their first race, and no one is expecting them to land on the top of the podium. So just learn to walk before you can run.
Okay, mate, this is it. New regs, new modes, new opportunity. Let's go.
Let's go indeed. So, we go. And yeah, it is inters for the whole race. And, well, yeah, it's going to be inters for the whole race. I go 3 laps over on fuel just to be safe. Because I don't know how much fuel this is going to use. And, yeah, so formation lap now. And because we're right at the back, we have to wait ages until we can actually go. And now we can go, finally, after so long, we can go for our first race. And, yeah, this is going to be quite fun. Going from the 3rd worst car on the grid to trying to be the best team on the grid. So yeah, let's go try win championships. Let's go try win constructor championships. Let's try go and win it all. But you've got to start somewhere, and we are starting from dead last in our first race. Trying to get a good starting position here, and we do get quite a good one. We get 0.3, that is pretty good, as here we go. 3, 4, 5 red lights, and it's lights out, and away we go for our first ever race. We get a very good start, as Bortoletto and Alonso don't get that good of a start. We dive to try go around the outside of Bottas, but he pushes us onto the grass, and we almost spin, but luckily keep it pointing in the right direction. Now we're up to P21 by the first corner. That is a very good start. Behind Behrman now, we dive up the inside, make a little bit of contact, a bit argy-bargy, but it's okay. We get the move, no damage luckily, as my teammate gets a really bad exit and can't get the traction down, so we just slot up the inside. We've gone from P24 all the way to 19th on the start. That is quite a good start. Now going down this back straight, there is a little gap, a 1.3 gap to Ocon ahead, but Behrman is catching quite quickly. I did go quite high on the wings to try be like quite quick around the corners, but obviously be a bit slower down the straight, and I think I've gone too high because we're really quick around some corners, about the same round others, but down the straights we are just a sit and duck. We're going to have to be defending like mad. for this whole race going down the straights, because we've just got no straight line speed, because we've gone so high with the front and rear wing, and just we're not that quick in a straight line just generally. As trying to get the traction down, we almost spin again, and yeah, it's really tricky conditions at the moment. It's quite greasy, it feels like. And going into the first corner now, we brake nice and late, smashing over the curb, trying to get the traction down, go up to medium. We can't go any more than that, and yeah, this is going quite well so far. As you can see there, Behrman gaining a lot of time down the straight, and we had to go defensive around there. And you can see how slow the track is. We're just understeering and then everywhere, and then trying to get the traction down, we just can't, and we're just getting a bit of oversteer and can't get any traction. And yeah, as you see, we were quite close to Ocon, and now we're just losing and losing time. Now we have to look behind at Behrman, because Behrman is coming. He looks to the outside, but he loses a bit of time. Now Bottas, goes up the inside of Behrman, and it doesn't work, and we get a wonderful run through there. We are very quick through there for the whole race. We are quite quick through there, as we go really late on the brakes, looking to the inside of Ocon, but I back out of it, and then we get a really good exit compared to Ocon, and we go up the inside, up into P18, which is really good. And there's a yellow flag here, and Gasly has spun. We take avoiding action, having to go fully over the grass, and that is a red flag, and that is P16. So what happened here was Gasly tried getting on the power and just lost the rear. I almost done that a couple of laps ago, and yeah, just tried getting the traction down, got loads of wheel spin, and yeah. I was thinking about going to the end on these new sets of inters that we were putting on, but then, as you're going to find out very shortly, you can't. But here we go, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and it is lights out, and away we go for the second time this race, for our first ever race in Australia. We're on the inside of Lance Stroll. We keep it there, try and get a good exit and a good run on Perez and Lawson, but as you're about to see, our straight line speed is so bad. Look how much time we are losing down the straights. I look to the inside, but I think better of it, because I'm thinking of the long run. I don't want to go into them and then break a front wing or anything, as we give Perez a little tap there to tell him to hurry up a bit and get the move done. But we do get past Lawson, and we are up into P14, much closer to Perez this time round. And as you can see here, look at the straight line speed disadvantage we have. Lawson, we've just lost so much time to Perez, and Lawson was attacking us and is again. And going into here, you're about to see, look how much time we gain through here. We've just got so much downforce, but just can't get the move done because we've got no straight line speed as well. So we've got, look, as you can see, we're really good on the brakes. Traction, we struggle a little bit, and then straight line speed, we're just awful. If I want to get these moves done, I need to be right on the back of them round the corners, and then try stick as close as I possibly can to the back of them if I want to get this move done. As you saw there, coming out the second to last corner, I did actually get quite sideways on the power, which is not good. Going through the first corner now, that was quite good. We got a bit of grass on our tyres from taking so much curb and trying to cut, as Lawson is now attacking us. We go late on the brakes. Lawson tries keeping it around the outside, and we just shut the door, and we was not letting him go through, as we run a bit wide again there. Yeah, we've got so much downforce, and we're trying to pull away, but we just can't because we've got no straight line speed. As you can see, we've lost a lot of time to Perez, having to defend from Lawson, and now we have to really turn our attentions to behind us, as Lawson now gains a lot of time and is side by side. We're going side by side into this next 2 corners, and I brake really late and swoop around the outside and keep the position. And as you can see there, we gained a lot of time on Lawson. We pulled away quite a lot from Lawson there because he had to brake so much, because I squeezed him so much to the inside. As I run it a bit deep and kick up a bit of gravel, which is not good. And that makes me run a bit more deep there as well, which you do not want to be doing. That is not something I want to be doing every single lap. As you saw there, a little wobble on the power, but it's all okay. Going down, start finish straight now. Lawson looks to the inside, but I brake later, keep the position, smash over the inside curb. On the power, getting really sideways. Lawson's already next to us, going into this next corner. We're side by side. I brake late. I'm still slightly ahead. Lawson tries to keep it around the outside. He's still there, but then he backs out going into this next corner. As I get another tank slapper going around that left-hander there, and Lawson is right on the back of me. I don't think I'm going to be able to defend this one because he's so close to me around this section. Down the straight, we're just going to be a sitting duck. As he is now coming, he is gaining and gaining. He looks to the inside for this left-hander. He's there again. We're side by side. He's slightly ahead, but I brake late, keep the position, and yeah, we managed to keep it barely. But we need to be more careful as Lawson comes back at us. He's now on our inside. We squeeze him right to the inside. We brake late, and we go back around the outside, and a bit wobbly on the power there, but it's okay. And you can see how much time we've lost to the cars ahead. We are now 3.8 seconds behind them. This is not good. And I've just got no grip anymore. My rear tyres are almost overheating, which is not good. And now Lawson's re-attacking us, but we brake nice and late to make sure he cannot get past us. And once again, just struggling with traction. We've just got no traction whatsoever. Going into the third corner now, we actually lock the rears slightly and have to turn to the outside to save it as we run deep again, and you can just see we've got barely any grip because our tyres are starting to overheat now, and that is making the wear go up much quicker. Our tyres are wearing a lot quicker and overheating, which is not good for grip and just overall pace. As Lawson is now attacking us again into this next corner, you can see how slow we are on the straights. Going into this next corner, I brake nice and late, keep it round the outside as I get another tank slapper mid-corner, and that's going to put Lawson right next to us. He's fully ahead going into the next corner, but I brake really late, trying to get it round the outside. He hits the inside curve that slows down his minimum speed, and we just run really deep into this next corner. We then try re-send it up the inside of Gasly, but we are still there, trying to get the power down. We're just oversteering, trying to get the power down. We give Gasly a slight touch and we get a warning for it, but that's okay. We've just got no grip on the rear now, trying to go as quickly as I possibly can through this next corner to try and get the run on Gasly to get past him. But look at the straight line speed we're losing. Look at the time we're losing. We've just got no grip and no straight line speed as well. We are just a sitting duck at the moment. Try to get the power down, it just starts sliding around there. You saw it was really light, and it just didn't. It turned, but then it'd have like snaps of oversteer, which is not what you want. Going in there, we have a big snap of oversteer as we try to get the power down, and again there, we've just got no grip whatsoever. We're already quite high on percentage, and we're on 97 degrees tyres. That's how our inters are overheating like mad. And I'm just trying to cool them down now, going offline as Max Verstappen ahead locks up and goes a bit deep, and that's going to let Carlos Sainz go next to him around this whole sequence. Sainz is fully next to him. Sainz brakes later and manages to go around the outside of Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen is not going to be happy about that one as we get back on board with me. And yeah, it's just, we've just got no grip and no straight line speed now because of our tyres overheating and us going so high on the wings. As you can see, they're trying to get the traction down on the exit of the final corner there, and I'm just turning the opposite way, just trying not to spin, going offline down the start-finish straight and this next straight just to try get the temperature down, but it's not working. The tyre temperature is just staying at 97 degrees and our tyre wear's already at 47%. This is not good. This is not what we want. I was initially thinking, let's try go to the end. Let's try go to the end on these tyres after the red flag. Let's go to the end and all the AI will do an extra pit stop and we'll just gain so much time from not having to do a pit stop. And that was working, and that was going to work, but now the tyre temperatures and just straight line speed deficit, tyre temperatures and tyre wear is just way too high, and we're not going to be able to do that. And going through there, you can see we're still gaining time on the AI there, but that's really the only spot that we're actually gaining time on the AI. We're just losing time everywhere. Down the straights we're losing 2 or 3 tenths. Around corners we're losing a tenth or 2. We're just so slow at the minute, and we're holding all of the AI up behind us. As we've got Isaac Hadjar down in 18th. That is not good for Isaac in a Red Bull. I would have thought he would have been way higher. Maybe he got caught up in that Gasly spin or something. But Stroll is behind us. Going into this corner, we go slightly deep, which is not good. Going down the straight now, Stroll is gaining on us, gaining. He looks to the inside. We squeeze him, but we have to leave him the space. He is fully next to us now. We squeeze him to the inside, we squeeze him so much. Isaac Hadjar goes round the outside of Stroll because Stroll had to slow down so much from me trying to squeeze him to the inside. We managed to keep P16 and Isaac Hadjar gets up to 17th. This is, with anything, that's bad news for us because we've now got a Red Bull instead of an Aston Martin behind us, and surely the Red Bull's going to be way quicker than us. And trust me, he will be. As I go deep and almost go off the track, dipping the front right and rear tyre into the grass, but we do manage to keep P16 as already a 7-second gap to Gasly ahead. We're just so slow at the minute. We've got no pace whatsoever. Our tyres are on 60% wear. This is not good. And you know, and I went 3 laps over on fuel, and already I'm only 1.7 laps over. We've managed to somehow lose a whole 1.3 laps in only 13 laps, and we didn't even do those full 13 laps because of the red flag. I don't know if we're going to make it to the end on fuel, but as you can see there from that very nice camera angle there on the side of the track, we've actually lost a bit. Isaac Hadjar has actually gone up the inside of us because we got such a bad exit. As I brake really late, go to the inside, get a warning for track limits and a illegal overtake on Isaac Hadjar. I now go into none, lift a little, and I'm now squeezing Isaac Hadjar right to the inside to try keep this position. As I now try go round the outside of Isaac Hadjar, and I managed to get it done. I go round the outside of Isaac Hadjar. That was a very nice move, and a bit cheeky as well because I was meant to give the position back, which I did, but then I just immediately got him back. And as you can see there, tyre temperatures are not helping. 66% wear, I think that says, and 97 degrees on the rear tyres. That is not good, and we will have to pit in a couple laps if we're not careful. Oh yeah, now going into here you can see we are just oversteering everywhere when we're trying to get the power down. We've just got no traction whatsoever as Isaac Hadjar tries to go around the outside, but that does not work. You see there, we're just struggling with traction again, trying to get the traction down. And then understeering, and then yeah, we've just got no grip at the moment because of our tyre wear and tyres overheating. And then we've just got no straight line speed because we've got so much downforce, and it's just not working. We've just got nothing, and you can see there Isaac Hadjar just gaining loads of time on us, and he is now almost fully ahead as I brake early to try and get a switchback. We make a little bit of contact, but then trying to get the traction down again, you can see it's almost spinning because we've just got no grip whatsoever. As I brake really late to try and get back up the inside of Lance Stroll, trying to get every position we possibly can. Isaac Hadjar is just gone now. We cannot get Isaac Hadjar. He's already pulled a 1.6 second gap. I'm not going to be able to gain that back up unless we pit this or next lap, and still then I don't think we'll be able to get him. And yeah, 75% on the rear left. That is not good whatsoever. And 96%, no, 96 degrees, sorry, is not what you want to be seeing for your tyre temperatures on inters, but yeah, that's what we've got. As you see again, trying to get barely putting the power down, and we're just almost spinning. We've just got no grip whatsoever. Isaac Hadjar has pulled a 2-second gap already, almost 3 seconds. It is now 3 seconds. He's just got normal pace, and we've just got no pace whatsoever. He's already pulled a 3-second gap, and Gasly has pulled a 15-second gap, almost a 16-second gap, as Stroll tries attacking us but can't get past, as again we almost spin at the same point as what we almost did a lap ago, but we're now behind Stroll, but we do manage to get back ahead, and we've just got no grip whatsoever, and yeah, we've just got nothing. Going into this corner again, going down the straight again, Lance Stroll is next to us again. This is just becoming a normal thing now, as we squeeze Lance Stroll to the inside, and Bottas now get through. And look at the tyre wear, 90% is not good. We have to pit this lap, otherwise we will probably get a puncture because our tyre wear will just hit 100. This is not good, as Gasly pits ahead, but even if I stayed out, he'd still come out ahead of me. As you see there, we try to get the power down and we almost spin. Just coming into the pits, we're almost crashing into the pits because we've just got no grip. And I have to brake so early and I still barely get it stopped. And yeah, we've just got no grip whatsoever. But go in. Come on, we want a good fast pit stop. 2.5 is optimal turning, and oh, why? Like the one time we needed a fast pit stop to try and keep our position, and we're just so annoying. We was in P17, I think it was. And now we're probably gonna come out in like, well, I don't know where we're gonna come out. I think we're gonna probably come out around about P22ish, because we've just lost like 2-3 seconds because of that slow pit stop. And the one time we needed no issues in the pit stops, we got an issue. It's yeah. As now we just need to put our head down. Our tyres are no longer overheating, and they're brand new with 0% wear. So we need to try get like, we need to try gain time in this early stages of when our tyres aren't overheating, because we know that they will be, and later on in the race, and the wear will be horrendous at the end of the race. So everyone's just pitted now as we come out in P23. We almost hit the Audi on the inside there, but we managed to go around the outside, get P22. Alonso is ahead, and we brake really late, look to the inside, lock the rears a little bit, and there is a little argy-bargy from us there, but it's all okay as we bottom out again over that curb, running a bit deep, and we do manage to get Alonso as we have a little tap of the wall there, which is not... We've done quite well to come out in P21, quite aggressive move on Alonso, but it's okay. Just, this is not good. We should be in P17 right now, pulling away. But right now we're having to battle with Alonso for P21 just to try, because of the slow pit stop. It is annoying, but these things do happen. As we are gaining slightly on Behrman ahead, I think in a couple of laps time we might be able to maybe have a go at overtaking him. But it is proving difficult to catch up, as Kimi Antonelli sets fastest lap on lap 21, as Alonso is coming back at us because of our awful straight line speed, as we gain a lot of time on Behrman ahead through that section. It is a 3-car train here, as Ocon is attacking Lance Stroll. Lance Stroll defends quite well, as they really slow down on the apex there of that right-hander, and we run into the back of Behrman. Luckily, no damage given, but we are now right in the fight for I think it's P18 now. And as you saw there, we're just struggling with traction already, and we just lost so much time to Behrman, and then just no straight line speed. It's going into the same corner again. We're almost hitting the back of Behrman, leaving a little bit of a gap this time, going a bit more steady. But I am trying to stay as close as I possibly can to him through all these corners, because I need to be right on his gearbox to have any chance at overtaking him, which is going to be very, very difficult, as Alonso is gaining on us, but I don't think I need to defend it. Alonso does look to the inside, but we can just brake so late because of our downforce. I think I should have went quite a bit lower on the front and rear wing, because we've just got loads of grip when our tyres aren't overheating, and then we're just understeering everywhere. And just so slow down the straights, as Alonso is quite close to us, so he will probably try overtake us going down this straight, as we're quite close to Behrman for where we normally are. We are quite close to Behrman, as Alonso now is coming at us. I cover off the inside line into here. Alonso is then forced to go around the outside, but he doesn't have the momentum to go all the way around our outside, as we gain a lot of time all the way through those 2 corners there, as we have done all race long, and we brake really late going into here, trying to get right on the back of Behrman. We're almost there, we're almost within diving range. I try go as quickly as I possibly can around here to maybe have a look up the inside here, but I can't, and then I hit the grass on the outside and spin. Oh, I've tried pushing the limits to try get right behind Behrman to maybe go for a move later on in the lap. As you can see here, I took loads of speed in, then came across and barely touched the grass, and then spun around. That is really, really annoying. And now our tyres are overheating again, so we've just, our chance is gone. We're not going to be able to catch back up to them ahead. As going into here, we have a big lock up and go straight on, and we almost hit into the wall. We do tap the wall slightly, but luckily we don't, as we're going to get another view of it here. You can hear the lock up, and we just go straight on, almost hitting into the wall. But yeah, that is not good at all. And yeah, as then we continue to go deep there. But the problem is, and what I haven't realised yet, is actually our active aero, our straight mode, has failed, and we now, our front wing is now fully open for this whole time. If you look at my front wing, when I next go in front, if you look at my front wing, you can't see the actual like flaps, because they're open. They're open all for the whole time because they're broken. As you can see there, our rear wing is orange. That means that our active aero has failed, and our rear wing is still closed because it doesn't open in the rain. So thankfully that's still closed. Just our front wing is basically has no downforce now, as you can see there. Just understeering everywhere. We've just got barely, like, we're understeering down this straight. It normally is. I'm on the edge of having to lift because I've just got no grip, as our tyres are already on 63% wear, which is not good. And well, yeah, our race is done now. We are 9 seconds behind our teammate, and with no downforce on the front, effectively. Like, look how slow we have to go round that corner. Like, look how slow I have to go around here. Crawling pace, and I still went off. I've just got no grip whatsoever. And then try and get the power down, and I'm just wheel spinning. I've just got no pace whatsoever because of this active aero issue. As Max Verstappen is out of the session, let's have a look at what has happened there. Max Verstappen coming through here. Oh, it looks like he's just gone straight on. Has he gone straight on, or has he had an engine issue? I think he's had an engine issue. Yeah, that's an engine issue. As we're watching from Alex Albon's POV, and I think I saw, yeah, look, there's the big puff of smoke. Yeah, Max Verstappen's engine just blew up there. That is 1-3 position for us, but we are now 23rd out of 23 cars. Like, we are just last of the running cars now. So yeah, that is not good for Max Verstappen for his championship, if he's trying to go for the championship this season. But yeah, this is not good, as Lance Stroll is now out of the session, as on the mini-map he's retired here. I think he's had an engine issue as well. We'll go have a look now. So going down the start-finish straight, he's fine now, with Ocon and Behrman and Alonso all behind him in a big train, and I think he's had a engine issue, just there's no smoke. He's definitely had an engine issue, just, or a gearbox failure or something. Just he hasn't got any smoke coming out the back of his car, so I don't know. But yeah, this is not going good for us. We are now 22nd out of 22 cars, and on the final lap now, going through these two corners where we've been gaining on everyone for the whole race except from when we've had the active aero failure. We've fully cut that right-hander there, and I think because we're just going so slow, the game just didn't give us a warning, because we've just got no pace whatsoever. Again, understeering all of their tyres on 77%, and yeah, we are going around the final corner, second to last corner now, going around the final corner on the last lap, and almost going into the wall there, and we're barely taking any speed. We've just got no grip, but we're now going to go over the line to come 22nd out of 24 cars, which is not fantastic. Yeah, a bit unfortunate with what happened, but it happens, I guess. It does happen.
And here he comes. It's all go, go, go for Lando Norris as he takes the checkered flag and wins.
Well, they kept us guessing during pre-season testing. We all wondered who it was going to be, and to have them drawn out here today, that they are the ones to beat, just goes to show that all the work they put in has really counted.
It's what every driver imagines when they start out on their long road towards Formula One. And for our lucky three today, here's the podium waiting for them. He holds the trophy aloft, and why shouldn't he? A richly deserved win today for Lando Norris. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
So yeah, in the end there, Lando Norris wins, and it's a McLaren 1-2. But if you have enjoyed this video, and if you have made it to the end, please make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure you don't miss out on any more of this Formula One content and karting content.
Okay,
So, see you next time. Goodbye.